Greetings and salutations, humans of Earth. Red Wild Rider here with you once again. How y'all doing today? I got myself, finally, an Adventures in the Forgotten Realm set booster box. I should have a draft box coming soon. I'm trying to figure out what the hell's going on with that. Ordered it off somebody on eBay, and yeah, they gave me a tracking number, and it hasn't moved in a few days. So I'm really rather curious now. Was supposed to be here today. I was supposed to be doing 2 videos today, but instead I'm only doing 1. And yeah, I'm doing this knife thing completely sideways, which I shouldn't be doing because that makes no sense. And I'm just, alright, whatever, knife. We cool. We open. Let's go. Let's do this. 30 boosters of Set Booster Madness coming to you. With me. Glad you are all here for this. Anyway, wow, what the hell happened here? Ooh. Seems like some packs have moved during shipping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, they went flying out of that column. Alright. Anyway, 30 packs. And they've changed the contents of the set boosters again. They seem to be doing this every set now. Like, but this time, this is a very actually drastic change, I feel, and I think it's a good change overall. But I'm curious to see how it actually plays out when we actually start opening packs and looking at cards, because I'm not sure how the numbers work out. So this is what's supposedly going on now as I open the first pack. Oh, actually, before I even open my first pack, let me slide garbage pail, so I don't end up throwing these packs, these wrappers somewhere and then having to pick them up later. Really rather not do that. So anyway, they've drastically changed the way they form these packs, and now I'm like super curious. So this is gonna be fresh information for me as well as perhaps for you. But yeah, so our art card is always first, and I presume our land card is second. So those two are unchanged. So we still have our art card and land card to lead off the pack. And now, I'm not sure if the showcase common or uncommon is going to be in front. Or if it's supposed to be in back, and there's a possibility in the regular commons to get the showcase commons and uncommons. We're going to find out, I guess. But there's supposed to be anywhere from 7 to 10 commons and uncommons, and up to 7 of them will be uncommon. Now, this is a huge change. They used to just put a different number of commons and uncommons, but they used to be themed. And supposedly they're not themed anymore. It doesn't sound like it, but I'm going to keep my showcase card separate for my own purposes. And if you notice, I'm organizing things a little differently. I'm putting the lesser cards at the top. New thing I'm trying here. Work with me. So anyway, we have 1, 2, 3 commons. Yeah, right there. And 1, 2, 3 uncommons. Okay, that's interesting. That wasn't what was. Oh, maybe the showcase card then is indeed in front. Interesting. But now you have another common. I don't know where that came from. And now there's supposed to be some variant number of rares, anywhere from 1 to 4. So we got at least 2 here, and one of them's a mythic. And that looks like, ooh, I finally got him. That's Mint's beloved ranger. He who makes Boo. Boo's a treasure, we know that. But anyway, he's a Naya commander for Naya mana. Legendary Human Ranger, 3/3. Whenever he enters the battlefield, you get Boo. We've seen him already. And you can pay X until end of turn. Target creature you control has base power and toughness XX and becomes a giant in addition to its other types. Activate only as a sorcery. So presumably he's going to do that to Boo, but you know he could do that to anything really. So pretty good. He's in green, so it's automatically interesting because X and green ramps pretty damn well. So yeah, I could see this being very Voltron Commander, where put Boo on the battlefield, equip, 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 and then, hey, make him big. Okay. And there's our guaranteed foil. Okay, so we'll put Minsk over here. Our guaranteed foil is come to the Knoll camp, but it's coming. And we get a list card, no token, same spot as always. And this time is Young Pyromancer, which, not that bad. All right, pretty decent. I didn't talk about Treasure Vault at all. I opened a couple of them in my collector's box, and I didn't talk about anything in my collector's box, so I really didn't have the time to. But I feel like I should talk about it now, because it's actually a pretty good card. It basically allows itself to be a mana sink. If you have 2 mana, you can make a treasure token. So you can store any unused mana for later, as long as you're willing to keep Treasure Vault up as well. Because you have to tap it and sacrifice it to create those treasure tokens. Presumably, you want to make a ton of treasure tokens when you do it, or you want to be playing Crucible of Worlds, or some other way to bring land cards back from your graveyard, or play land cards from your graveyard. Ramanak Excavator comes to mind. So, Treasure Vault seems to be a pretty decent card. I would imagine, though, that this is going to see play in other formats as well. And I presume that's why it's as valuable as it is right now. So let's see, is this how I want to set things up for today? Yeah, why not? I have to stand up for a second, excuse me, while I make you wait, because my chair completely collapsed on me while I was doing all that, and managed to not screw it up all that much, but I like my chair the height it's supposed to be, not the height it wants to be. Anyway, I'm going to go through the packs a little bit faster. I am going to talk more about the rares and mythics because, like I said, I really didn't get a chance to before. There's our art card, which is pretty badass. I think this is Manticore. Ah, yes, and in the back of some of these art cards, we have stats. We did not have it for the Adult Gold Dragon, interestingly enough. I think it was that way. But we do have it for the Manticore. And I guess this is from the recent D&D stuff, so I don't know much about D&D 5th edition. I'll leave that to people who actually know stuff about it. So yeah, I guess our showcase card, our guaranteed showcase is in front. And it's Mimic. Okay. I like all the artwork, by the way, on these showcase cards. It's very classic, and as somebody who had the original Monster Manual at one point in his life, yeah, these drawings, the way these guys and girls did the art, or whoever did it, they really did make it look like classic Dungeons and Dragons art, and that's fantastic. And the page color obviously is meant to signify age, but it's not bad. Okay, so another 3 commons, another 3 uncommons, 4 uncommons, 5 uncommons. Okay, interesting how they're doing this now. My chair's falling again. Why? Why is it doing this now? I've been sitting on it for an hour and it didn't do this. As soon as I start recording, let's mess with red. Why not? Anyway, Guardian of Faith. This is going to be a great card in Commander. 1 and 2 white. Spirit, Knight, Flash, Vigilance. When it enters the battlefield, any number of other target creatures you control phase out. So it's basically like Teferi's Protection, but only for your creatures on a creature. So yeah, this is going to see a lot of Commander play. This is going to be very valuable. I'd pick them up early and often, when possible. Foil Uncommon Plate Armor. And the tokens, Tomb of Annihilation with the Atropal on the back, because all the tokens have a token on the back. So, yeah, let me fix this chair again. Let's try to do this a little faster this time. Okay, let's see if 3rd time's the charm. And we get to stay up for the rest of this episode. Because I don't want to have to keep doing this every pack. That's kind of annoying. All right, so I'm pretty confident that we didn't get like one of the like resale things off of eBay. So Not that I was expecting to. Nice artwork on that. That is Farida Devil's Chosen by Magali Villeneuve. Not surprising. She's amazing. Love her artwork. And our mountain and our loathsome troll when we boop. And we boop. Yeah, very classic Dungeons and Dragons art. Love it. Love every bit of it. Love the card too. It's a fun card. Common. Still 3 commons, and then 1, 2, 3 uncommons, and then another common, and another common, and a Sphere of Annihilation. I believe I spoke about this card in one of my videos. I think I had it in the pre-release pack or the bundle. I'm trying to remember. I had it in one of them, but it's a great card. So I don't think I really need to say more about it. For a zombie ogre and another dungeon. Seems like there's a lot of dungeons in the tokens. I'm waiting for a draft pack to prove me wrong, but I have a feeling that the draft pack will intentionally have more dungeons because it will expect that more people will be playing Venture in draft. Hey, we have our signed art card early this time. Usually they come late. And a foil in the pack. Wow. Double hit. But this is Zoltan Boros. Right on. That is amazing art. For you meet in the tavern. Yes, the classic D&D introduction. You're all in a tavern and all of a sudden something happens and brings you all together for the mission. And Shiny Land. First one, Pixie Guide, which this is one of the showcase arts I really wanted to comment on because I think it's awesome. And this is very reminiscent of early Magic art as well that I miss. So fantastic art by Justine Mara Anderson. Well done. And common. It seems like still themed commons. Maybe I have to pay more attention in future packs. It seems like the uncommons may be themed also. 3 themed uncommons. So maybe that's what it is. It's super secret themed and unthemed portions, but more unthemed cards. So a common and an uncommon and Wish. Well, unless we get a Commander rules change, this card is completely useless in Commander, so I don't say anything about it. Foil common and garbage. Garbage number 1. So anyway, just a few packs in. So I'm very curious to see how heavily themed these commons and uncommons are, because if they're still themed, that's still a little bit annoying. Oh, this is the Lurking Roper art, which is absolutely great. Andrew Marr is the artist. Right on. Base Clan, Knoll Hunter, which apparently is not something that hunts gnolls, it's something that is a gnoll that my camera won't poop on. But yeah, that's a gnoll. That's a gnoll. And, yep, themed commons, definitely themed commons. Not themed uncommons, but it's 3 and 3 again. And a common, and an uncommon. And I think we have a double rare pack again, Ranger class. This one, I don't know if I spoke about this one, but this one's really good. I think Ranger class is probably one of the better classes that they printed, maybe even the best. When it enters the battlefield, you get a wolf token for 2/2 green, which is great. 2 mana green, enters the battlefield, you get a free token. Sounds good. 1 in green, level 2, whenever you attack, put a +1/+1 counter on a target attacking creature. Well, gee, I wonder which deck of mine would like to see that. And finally, level 3, you may look at the top card of your library at any time, and you may cast creature spells from the top of your library, 3 in a green. Like, how many green decks are not going to play this card? Like, you would have to, like, be playing a deck with very few creatures in order to not want to play this. This is really good. Yeah, great card. Oh, that's our foil rare. It's Eye of Vecna. Good. I think I got multiple Hand of Vecnas already, so getting an Eye of Vecna finally is awesome. When it enters the battlefield, I draw a card and lose 2. You draw a card and lose 2 life. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may pay 2. If you do, draw a card and you lose 2 life. Sounds like a much worse Phyrexian Arena, but you could be any color and play it, which is better. So yeah, I could see any deck that even has a tinge of life gain is going to play Eye of Vecna for sure. And another garbage card. Yay! Yay for trash. But so far so good. No, we have a list card in this pack. Nice. Hey, there's Circle of Dreams Druid. Fantastic art. Fantastic art. Sam Gray. Gay. I hate trying to pronounce some last names. You'd think I would know how to pronounce it, but I think there's disagreement amongst everybody. Iron Golem. Looking pretty badass. That would generally be an Iron Golem in old school D&D. All right, it's a suit of armor. Yep, themed commons. Sort of themed uncommons. Wizard class in there. And a common, and another common, and a skeletal swarming. And foil. And Assassin's Blade. Wow, old school portal card. Yeah. Boop. Yeah, so this is basically an instant that allows you to destroy a non-black attacking creature. Which is really good. Because I don't think Assassin's Blade has really been printed outside. Where was I putting? Oh, I was just putting them in this pile, I think. Was that where I put the last one? Nope. I think I put it in this pile. Yep, put it in that pile. All right, I'll figure all this out later. Let's get through this video. This is taking way too long. I'm literally on pack 7, and we're 17 minutes in here. Excuse me. Anyway. Oh. You mean the tavern. And, oh, the Clattering Skeletons. Yeah, I wanted to talk about this art card because it's pretty funny. Yeah, definitely how I could imagine having seen skeletons way back in D&D days. All right, so themed commons, whatever uncommons. Now, I think I figured out that it's 3 and 3, and then anything after here is basically wild cards, but there's like basically 3 slots. I think this is how this is working. So I think their numbers on the site were a little off because I got that information directly from Wizards' website. So there's a common and an uncommon, so it should be a 1 rare pack. That's a pretty good rare to get. Circle of Dreams Druid, hello. And Showcase Pixie Guide foil, nice. Love it, love it, love it. Great card, by the way. If you're gonna mess around with dice rolling, you better play Pixie Guide. So we got a Dog Illusion token. This is, I think, the first like actual token that is shown up. You can't see them; they're off camera right now. But we got 2 list cards, 2 dungeons, and 2 garbage. And and now first token. This is pack 8. So who's this? Who's this guy? This is this is one of the Knolls. Okay. Isn't that Trollosara Moon Dancer? Okay, for our showcase. And our commons, and our uncommons. Oh, I see something spicy back there. But now, uncommon, double rare pack and some spicy back there. Meteor Swarm. I'm not sure how I feel about this card. In Commander, I think it's all right, but it's a minimum of 4 to do 8 damage, which is not the worst for sorcery speed, but I don't know if you want to be blowing that on sorcery speed. I'm more curious to see this in decks like my Torbrand deck, which add to damage and double the damage and et cetera, on red spells. Because then you could probably do some serious work with this at even higher mana costs. So I think this is really deck dependent, whether you want to play this or not in Commander. But if you're making a lot of mana or you're finding a way to increase that damage, which you could then divide up much more efficiently, then yeah, I mean, then by all means play Meteor Swarm. Excuse me, I just don't think it's for every red deck. And yes, the spicy thing was a full art Planeswalker. Zariel, Archduke of I forget what she was Archduke of, but it's back there somewhere. It doesn't say on the card, unfortunately. But our Zariel Planeswalker is 2 red, 4 loyalty enters. +1 creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain haste until end of turn. That seems really good if you're dumping a bunch of tokens on the table. 0 create a token. 1/1 red devil with when this creature dies deals 1 damage to any target, and then -6 you get an emblem with at the end of the first combat phase in your turn, untap target creature you control. After this phase, there's an additional combat phase. That seems like an amazing red Planeswalker, and I just mentioned my Torbrand deck, and I think this is going in my Torbrand deck. Because this does, like, I probably wouldn't be using the +1 a hell of a lot. I might just use it to plus up her counters. But that -6, to getting that emblem would be huge. Be huge. But also, getting those devil tokens and just popping out damage would be just amazing. So second mythic, and it's a decent one. Oh! That's not bad for a list card. Petrified Field. You tap to add 1 colorless mana to your mana pool, and you can tap and sack it to return target land card from your graveyard to your hand. I believe I still play one of these in my Kozilek deck, just because it can get me back lands that end up in the graveyard, and some of my lands will end up in the graveyard in that deck. So yeah, that's a pretty nice list card. I think. I don't think it's like a huge value card per se, but I think I am not complaining. I think is my point. Hey, there's Minsk and Boo. Hey, Boo. And just amazing art for Ginny Winseer for the showcase there. All right, so our themed commons, our random uncommons. So far, I think I've only got like 2 double packs, double rare packs, but I think they were both rare and mythic. So common, uncommon, so single rare, single mythic. It's Bahamut, Grandmaster of Flowers. I really like this in general. How he fares in Commander is going to be interesting. You really want to be able to ramp those counters up quickly, so anything that proliferates would be great with him. Anything that allows you to add on to the counters would be fine, but White's okay with that. Because once he's a 7/7 and he's indestructible, I mean, then everything's good to go. As far as Commander's concerned, really that's where he's at. The +1, the first +1, the target creature without first strike, double strike, or vigilance can attack or block. Like, it's kind of nice. But at the same time, like, your opponents probably will have creatures that have those abilities, so you're going to be limited in what you can pick. And, I mean, not being able to target a creature with double strike is kind of sad. I'm just going to say. And in Commander, you can only do that second +1 once. Really, unless the monk dies constantly. But notice it puts it back into your hand. It doesn't even put it onto the battlefield. So you still have to pay the mana cost for the Monk of the Open Hand. So I don't know how efficient it is in Commander, but I like it, and I think there are certain decks that will definitely take advantage of it. A foil uncommon, and hey, there's Ariel's emblem. Nice. All right. Pack number 10, and I am going to speed this up. Okay, foil land. Baleful Beholder, great Beholder art. There's our commons, there's the uncommons. All right, double rare pack. Eye of Vecna, we just saw that, awesome. And Monk class, nice, haven't seen this yet. White, blue, For class enchantment, the second spell you cast each turn costs 1 less to cast. That's awesome. White and blue for level 2. When this class becomes level 2, return to 1 target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Okay, whatever. 1 white blue gets you level 3 though, and at the beginning of your upkeep, you exile the top card of your library. For as long as it remains exiled, it has you may cast this card from exile as long as you've cast another spell this turn. So this really wants you to just be playing like 2 to 3 spells every turn, so you don't like kind of blow yourself out. But at the same time, constantly get an advantage from playing multiple spells in a turn. So yeah, I could see certain decks wanting to play this. I mean, definitely like any sort of spell slinger decks are going to want this. But it is any spell as well, so that is a bonus. Okay, and Spike Pit Drop for the uncommon, and a Spider token, which I believe is the Lolth token. Okay, so finally, after all this time, sorry, but we're into the second set of 10 packs. So much stuff had to get talked about, and I do tend to ramble from time to time. So we have, is that a land art? Yep, that's a mountain art. I haven't really looked closely at the basic land arts, but a lot of them are really nice. I'm not trying to shortchange any of them. It's just time, you know, trying to make it move. So our 3 commons and 3 uncommons and 2 commons. And I finally opened an adult gold dragon, which is basically like the next in our line of like Mantis Rider type cards where, you know, we get like, you know, 3 abilities. It's a little more mana, obviously it's 5 for a 4/3, but Flying, Lifelink, and Haste are a pretty solid combination of abilities. Yeah, I mean, if you have a red-white deck and you're attacking with creatures, you might want to play the Adult Gold Dragon. It's pretty solid. Foil common, and a dungeon with a goblin. Alright. Keep this train rolling. There's a Flump. An island. Full art blue dragon. The uncommon dragon cycle. All the full arts are just amazing on these cards. Absolutely stunning. Really great. Love them. Yeah, I guess this was taking so long because we have a lot of art to talk about because there's a lot of good art in this set. Okay, so single rare deck, and it's Delina Wild Mage. 3 in red for an Elf Shaman, legendary Elf Shaman. Whenever it attacks, choose target creature you control, then roll a d20. 1 to 14, you create a tapped and attacking token that's copied of that creature, except it's not legendary and exiles it into combat. And 15 to 20 basically lets you do it again. So you get the token and you roll again to try to get another token. So you can end up getting a lot of tokens out of this. This is actually a very interesting card for Commander. Definitely a build around. Definitely somewhere you want to be making tokens probably, or playing just really large creatures and doing it with alarming frequency. And then playing your commander and swinging with your commander. I will say that I think it's rather curious to have an elf shaman who is called a mage, right, be an attacking creature, because in D&D, everybody knows mages don't attack because they have shitty hit dice. Wow! Foil deck of many things. Foil mythic. Nice. Nice. I believe I've spoken about this card. It's really fun. In case I haven't, as long as you don't have any cards in your hand, the deck of many things is totally safe. Put a card in your hand and you start to get in a little bit of trouble. But if you could deal with having your hand discarded, I mean, you could take the chance and swing for this. But you really want to hit that 20, and you can't hit that 20 unless your hand is empty. But Deck of Many Things is a great card. I love it. I love it. And we get Treasure. Okay, so yeah, Deck of Many Things. I think I opened that in my collector's box. So I talked about a few things in my collector's box, but I wasn't in a rush when I did my collector's box video. I'm totally not in a rush now, and you may notice by the time. So Arborea Pegasus for the showcase. themed commons, and 3 uncommons, common, common, single rare pack, and it's a Zorn. We've seen Zorn, so we'll move on. And more garbage. Oh no, not garbage. Wow, they put Boo on the flip side of a mini game. Wow, that's dirty, Wizards. That's dirty. I almost tossed Boo to the side. How could you do me like that? I don't know. True Polymorph art. Underdark Basilisk. Very nice. Themed commons and the uncommons. And a common and an uncommon. Single rare pack. Finally, Dristawerden! Finally see this boy. 3 white green for a legendary Elf Ranger. 3/3. He has double strike. When he enters the battlefield, you create Guinevere, a legendary 4/1 green cat creature token with trample. Whenever a creature dies, if it had power greater than Drist power, put a number of +1/+1 counters on Drist equal to the difference. That's a pretty fun card. This is going to be very fun. In any format it gets played in, but I can absolutely see people intentionally building Dristawerden decks just because it's Drist. So, awesome though, finally got a copy of him. Something felt weird about the back of that card. I don't know. Alright. Foil common and a calming listed, which I think I've gotten before from the list. Interesting. Can we take that off the list now, please, guys? Please, thank you. Gelatinous Cube art card. Common. Ooh, that Blink Dog is nice. I remember Blink Dogs from D&D, so I was glad to see that they got printed here. Oh, got something spicy again. Leather Armor. That's not spicy. Oh, double rare pack. Dragon Turtle is the front one. I think this is a kind of funny card. I don't know if it's necessarily Commander playable, but I think it's kind of a funny card. 3 mana, 3/5 with Flash. When it enters the battlefield, tap it and up to 1 target creature an opponent controls. They don't untap during their controller's next untap steps. I think if it could lock down a creature until you decide to untap it, that would be a little bit better. But it seems okay. It could definitely put a wrinkle into somebody's plans, especially our Voltron Commander friends. We got Nadar Selfless Paladin Showcase Rare. Believe we've seen him before. Very nice if you're playing dungeon stuff. And Showcase Kalain Reclusive Painter. That's awesome artwork. Great job there, Jeff D. And a token. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. All right, we are now officially halfway through this mess. And I won't be 33 minutes doing the second half. Faux show. Okay, so we got Manticore Showcase. Themed commons, themed uncommons, common and uncommon, single rare pack, and finally I open a flump. Now this is one of those cards where if you're playing like one of those, group hug decks, go ahead and play it. I'm not into group hug, unless it's group bear hug, where I'm the bear. That is totally approved of. But otherwise, yeah, no. I never trust the group hug player. Hey, that's Xanathar. That's Xanathar. Still waiting to open him up. Hey, yo. Not a lot of foil lands. That Neverwinter Dryad art's pretty nice. Very classic. Okay, commons, uncommons. And a common, and another common, single rare pack, Orbit Dragonkind, Dragon card, foil common, and a treasure token. Well, you know the future set videos, set booster videos will go faster than this if I do future set booster videos. Still debating whether I'm going to get draft boxes, set boosters, or another collector's box. Collector box prices are kind of low at the time of recording here. So I've been keeping an eye open. So, uncommon, double rare, we get Orcus, Prince of Undeath. I believe I've spoken about my man Orcus. And Mythic, Book of Vile Darkness. Haven't seen the Book of Vile Darkness yet. Haven't seen either book, actually, until now. Legendary artifact for triple black. At the beginning of your end step, if you lost 2 or more life this turn, you get a zombie creature token. Sure, fine. If you have this and Eye of Vecna in Hand of Vecna, you get Vecna. With Indestructible and all the abilities of all the exiled cards, which includes the Book of Vile Darkness. So Vecna's pretty awesome. So, yep, I can see this being a fun little build around. I don't know who your commander would be. Oh, look, another foil rare, and it's Skeletal Swarming. Hey, Skeleton Tribal. No, I spoke about the Skeleton Tribal card. And that Fairy Dragon art's just awesome. Just awesome. Chef's kiss. Right there. I think I might have mentioned that before. Okay, finally foil land. Gretchen for the showcase. There's our 3 commons. 3 commons, right? Yep. 3 uncommons. And the Black Staff of Waterdeep. Haven't seen this yet either. Single blue mana, legendary artifact. You may choose not to untap it during your untap step. And you can pay 1 blue and tap it to have another target non-token artifact you control become a 4/4 artifact for as long as it remains tapped. But you can only do that at sorcery speed. Well, not bad in an artifact deck. There's a lot of artifact decks in blue, so yeah, I can totally see that happening. That will be a thing. Yeah, there's definitely something on the back of these cards. I think it's like maybe like a powder or something that I'm feeling. It's like the surface doesn't feel smooth like it's supposed to. All right. Well, you see the shiny's not that impressive. Owlbear. Yep, it's about what I would imagine an owlbear would look like. Oh, the camera's not pooping, so maybe we need to make that better. Yep, there we go. Yeah, it's an owlbear. All right. 3 commons, 3 uncommons, common, uncommon, single rare pack. We get Paladin class. Paladins have no class. Can we boop, please? Yes, there we go. So for a single white mana, you get an enchantment that says spells your opponent's cast during your turn costs 1 more to cast. That already seems pretty solid. Pay 2 in a white, and it turns into Glorious Anthem in addition to that. Creatures you control get +1/+1. And then pay 4 in a white whenever you attack. Until end of turn, target attacking creature gets +1/+1 for each other attacking creature. Oh, and by the way, it gains double strike. Just seems like go wide. Go wide. Go wide. Paladin class really is the go wide class? I mean, I guess, but I don't know. It's a weird card, but I mean, it's definitely good if you're going wide. If you're not going wide, I don't think so. Trash. I think we're finally on the last 10. Oh, there's a list card in here. All right. Yep. Displacer Beast. Yeah. Camera won't boop. It's mad. It's like, end the video already. Yeah, that is what I remember Displacer Beast looking like from the old manuals. From the old books in the old times. We still haven't seen a triple rare pack yet, for the record. And I doubt we're gonna. Keep getting single rare packs. And it's Gelatinous Cube, which is awesome. I love Gelatinous Cube. I'm not even going to talk about that list card. I'm just going to put it right down and let you all look at that for a second and realize how utterly shameful. Like, there's no reason why Merfolk Mistbinder should be a list card for Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. Stop it. Stop with this trash. Bullet. Well, still on the hunt for that triple rare pack. Dancing Sword. think I spoke about that already too. Not that impressed. Wow, I'm really starting to think that the draft boosters might really just be the way to go. I mean, the art cards are nice and everything, but yeah, I could pick them up for real cheap. Oh, another signature art card, by the way. This time it is Johannes Voss with Den of the Burglar. Very cool art. Nice. So 2 signatures in this one. It doesn't happen very often. If you see my other set videos, you know that for a fact. Well, we're still waiting for the triple rare. For that triple rare hotness. And another Zariel. This time regular art. Can I get one of the other Planeswalkers? That would be nice. Wow, not even the decency to be a mini game card. Just total, please play Arena. I'm really convinced that Wizards really just wants everybody playing Arena and to not have to do any more printings of paper cards. You know, prices are going up again. Great, spectacular. You know, glad everybody's salaries are going up too. But Showcase White Dragon, very nice. Yeah, I don't want to get into politics right now. I'm really not in the mood for it. Double rare pack, actually. Den of the Bugbear. Oh, it's Den of the Bugbear, not Den of the Burglar. I can't believe I said Den of the Burglar. I'm sure y'all were saying, God, this guy's a moron. Yeah. But Den of the Bugbear, I mean, okay, so, I mean, it becomes a 3/2 goblin that creates a goblin. Okay. I mean, I guess. Goblin decks will play it, I'm sure. And Instrument of the Bards. 1 green mana, legendary artifact. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may put a harmony counter on Instrument of the Bards. And 3 green tap. Search your library for a creature card with mana value equal to the number of harmony counters on it. Reveal and put it into your hand. If that card is legendary, create a treasure token, then shuffle. Yeah. I'm just going to say, yeah. Yeah, totally. Like, why would Commander decks not play that card? I mean, like, no-brainer. All right, so another card for everybody to keep their eyes on. We got another list card. It'll be another boring uncommon from a recent set. Hey, Shiny Land, Mimic. Still on the hunt for that triple rare pack. Triumphant Adventurer, another dungeon card. And another foil rare, Grazilax, a Lithid Scholar. 1 in double blue for a legendary horror. 3/2. Whenever a creature you control becomes blocked, you may return it to its owner's hand. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. I mean, just play all the unblockable stuff with him, draw lots of cards, and do lots of fun stuff. Okay. I mean, sounds pretty straightforward. What did I say? What did I fucking say? What did I fucking say? Come on, Wizards. Stop it with this garbage. There's no reason why standard legal cards should be in the list spot in a set booster. No. Absolutely not. Especially not uncommons. You want to put rares in there? Great. Do that. Please. Fucking uncommons. Get out of town. Well, another single rare pack in its Bard class. I'm just gonna. I'm not even gonna read the card. I'm just gonna say it's. If you see the word legendary pop up in every fucking box, I think you can figure out what kind of deck this gets played in. You don't need me to tell you that, so I'm not gonna waste my time doing so. Zombie token. Very cool looking zombies, by the way. I'll put it up to the camera in a sec. Very cool zombie tokens in this set. Finally, zombies get a really cool one. I think that's Zorn. Yep, that's Zorn. Sheshra. Death's Whisper. Sure. Sure, I'll whisper. Well, we got another fancy card back there. I'm willing to bet it's the one of the lands, the dungeon module covers. Nope. It's the one rare extended art card, the Adult Gold Dragon. That's beautiful, by the way. I'm just gonna say, like, everything about this card that you are seeing right now to me is just beautiful, absolutely spectacular. Great. Love the artwork, love the color, just everything about it's great. So, oh, there's our gelatinous cube showcase card. Okay, so our commons. And oh, finally triple rare pack. Look at that. Look at that. It's Froghemoth. 3 green for a Frog Horror. 4/4 trample haste. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, exile up to that many target cards from their graveyard. It's it's Scavenging Ooze with an attack trigger. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I totally into that. Fighter class. So now this is weird, okay? Because fighter class, like the abilities of fighter class, sound like that would be what paladin class should be, and the paladin class card seems like that's what fighter class should have been. Maybe except not having the taxing ability in the first ability, but all those other abilities are fighter ability, they're go wide abilities. You kind of got it backwards. I don't get it, but okay, whatever. And Delina Wildmaid Showcase, wonderful art. I noticed that this Justine Mara Anderson has done a lot of these cards, and great job on all of them. Seriously. And look at that, Showcase Zorn. Well now. 2 more packs. All right, so we got our triple rare, which was pretty solid. Not gonna lie. Oh, actually, wait a minute. Stop. That was a 4 rare pack. That's supposed to happen less than 1% of the time, according to Wizards' website, but that was a 4 rare pack. Right here. I don't know if that's what they meant when they said there were possible 4 rare packs, but I mean, this was a 4 rare pack. Just saying, y'all. Just saying. You just saw me open a 4 rare pack. Okay. That's that Flame Skull, yes. I was like, it can't be called Flame Skull, right? Oh, yeah, it totally is. Lurking Roper, I think that's great job on that artwork. Justine Jones, well done. Okay, 3 uncommons, 3 commons, 3 uncommons, 4th uncommon, double rare pack, Call of the Storm Giants. Yeah, this was the 7/7 blue with Ward 3. I mean, this is a finisher in Standard, so I could see this being, like, kind of pricey. In Commander, yeah, I mean, Ward 3 for 6 mana with a 7, this is attached to a 7/7, seems pretty good. So I can see playing Hall of Storm Giants in some decks. Mythic, Eliwick. I think there's something spicy behind Eliwick too. But Eliwick is basically the dungeon mechanic Planeswalker. So there's not much to talk about with her except, you know, if you're going to play Eliwick, you better be playing dungeon cards. No, it wasn't a rare, it was Thieves' Tools. It was deceptive. Very deceptive. Last pack, finally, 48 some odd minutes later. Well, it's not a list card, so let's not get too excited. But another showcase. Oh, this is Ginny Windseer. Very nice. And foil land in the last pack. And hey, look, there's the Windseer one more time. All right. Oh, Evolving Wilds. Yes, forgot you were here. All right. 2 uncommons and Volo. Volo, I believe I spoke about Volo because I've been considering that making that my green-blue commander. But Volo and a foil uncommon to wrap it up, and a foil and a angel token, not foil and not garbage. So anyway, I have to say, like, looking at my stacks over here, like my common and uncommon stacks up here are actually pretty much about equal, which they weren't in previous set booster boxes. So right away, I mean, granted, like a lot of these cards are commons in these 2 piles, but still, That's actually pretty good, I think, in comparison. So we're definitely either getting less commons or more uncommons or some combination of the two. 6 mythics, including a foil mythic. Pretty solid. Pretty decent stack of rares. I'll have to look through this and count exactly how many. Well, may as well do it now since I already started doing it. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 20, 24, 28, 30, 32, 34, 35, 36, 40. So 40, 46 rares and mythics in 30 packs. Not bad. Now I'm waiting to see what that count is going to be in the draft boosters because it seems like it might be a little bit higher than that. Not sure. But we're going to find out soon because hopefully I'll be getting my draft box soon enough where we'll be able to do the video and have it come out like reasonably close to this one. Anyway, that's it for me. Thank you all for watching. Do all the YouTube stuff for me. Please, please, please. Comment. I reply to comments. Unless they're spam comments, people who watch my videos the second they get released and leave a spam comment that I have to go and delete. Who I know aren't watching this anyway because, haha, of course they wouldn't be. That's not how they do business, I'm sure. Anyway, once again, thank you all for watching who have made it this far. Yep. Have a good one. I'll see you next time. Peace. I'm out.